Hi, this is Simon from Fingers on Plastic, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at Siege Earthrise Grapple. Siege Earthrise? It's not right, I can't be bothered to edit. The War for Cybertron Earthrise. Siege Earthrise. Grapple. Do you know what's really funny is I bought this figure because I saw him, I was just like, yeah, why not? I was ordering Optimus and Starscream, and I wanted the Studio Series Soundwave, the car with the laser beak. I literally got this guy to push the shipping over so I could get free shipping. And as it goes out, of those 4 figures, I think this guy is my favourite. Now, fun story. I stayed late after work today. We launched the 200 million minutes and that was good, and I stayed late and I had my tripod and the clip and the camera and my microphone, which I've left at work, and I left Grapple at home. So I'm sat on my bed with the box he arrived in and the tripod. Anyway, some lovely box art. I like this. I'm going to throw it at you. 3D! RC, Sideswipe. So obviously we know about RC. We know about Trailbreaker. Who's that? I can't see who that is. There's we know about the Quintesson. I was sure when I was looking at one the other day there was a Bumblebee on the side of one, which we didn't know about. So it's all exciting stuff. I'm really liking these lines. I haven't got any more room for them, so I'm actually going to have to figure out a way. I'm going to have to go through my collection and make some difficult choices. But anyway, that's for another time. Let us have a look. One thing I noticed about him is he didn't have any cable ties, which I was like happy with. But I think what they're doing now, instead of cable ties, they're just welding them into this plastic. They're making this protective plastic too tight for them, which works because I hate those cable ties. We got a nice gun and his, oh my life, claw hand, which is just does not want to come on. There we go. Right, so gun. It's a nice looking gun there. Just black plastic, nothing fancy, but still nice looking gun. And his claw hand. So let's take a look at the guy himself. Do you know what? I think he's brilliant. I absolutely love him. As out of the 4 figures I got the other day, he's my favourite. And I'm an Optimus Prime freak. It's very orange. So let's get some awkward bits out of the way. We have slight hollow forearms. I would have liked, a cap on there. Just something to come over to fill that in. Maybe the same on the feet. Other than that, he's absolutely spot on. These are the pegs. I just took a Stanley knife, shaved a little bit off. No harm, no foul there. Other than that, he is absolutely spot on. Love this figure. I'm stunned by how much I like him. Articulation. Left and right. No up, no down. All the way around. And yep, he can do the cuddle. 90. No wrist swivel, but we do have a little bit of in and out, and of course you can spin the hands around to have claw hand, which looks really cool. So he can have his gun and claw hand. It's funny, I think he's supposed to have a claw hand, but I just like my figures to have actual hands. I like the idea it can change between the two. This can come around, and I suppose it could swing around and savagely poke somebody in the eye. We have waist, Van Damme, full Monty, over 90 at the knee, and ankle tilt. And it doesn't really need, they didn't need to do any of that. So, yeah. I just think he's great. He looks good. I don't know what else to say. He looks great. I love this figure. I've seen a few people, I think someone popped his head off and started painting his head. But I quite like it as it is. What's interesting to me is it doesn't really match the box art. As in, like, there's clearly lots of room around his head there. Not so much there. I think this is actually more accurate to Grapple. And I really want to get Hoist. He's going to have to wait a bit. I'm going to see if I can't transform him. So I've swung his hands in. So there's a nice little clip on the side, so you have to sort of go sideways and back to release all of this. Turn that around like so. And spin it round. And then spin those around. Same again, same again, same again. So I've got a nice looking, sort of like that. The head, I like this, sort of, whoop, there it goes. And then fold the feet, flat and down, flat and down, push. Now, I don't really know how to describe this bit. Finagle it all together. Push the pegs of doom in, pegs of doom, peg of doom. That tabs down there. There's little bits on the arms that tab down if you've got them the right way around, which I once again clearly haven't. Nope, that's not the right way either. Which is the right way? Is that the right way? Maybe that's the right way. Who knows? Well, maybe the instructions know, but it's a nice, fun transformation. Let's not ruin it with things like instructions. That's the right way, because then the arms peg together and down, and then just whoop and whoop. And there you have it. And again, it looks great. I just love this. Now, scale-wise, he's quite tall in robot, and he works in robot. Not so much. He's quite a small truck. It's really weird. He sort of shrinks. This feels smaller than it should, but it's still really good. As for storage, well, it's easy. You drop the bits and then you can't find them, and then you don't need to worry about storage. Now you can put the gun on the side. I believe you can somehow connect. No, maybe I'm wrong. You can shove it on the side. It looks a bit ridiculous, but he's holding it, and that's what counts. I think it's one of the little Battle Master things that goes on the hook there. I like that you can sort of see in there, and it looks okay. It's great. It's really, really great. Mine did have sprue marks, visible sprue marks, and I've so egregious I've completely forgotten where they were. Where were they? He did have sprue marks. I went over them with a Sharpie because I had an orange Sharpie because I bought this big ass multi-pack of Sharpies. Must stop scribbling on my toys. That said, I really enjoy scribbling on the cheap knockoffs I have. Where have Brew marks gone? Well, obviously not that bad, because now I can't find them. This figure is great. I absolutely love it. It's thoroughly recommended. It's fun, there's playability. He's got a lot of looks to him. I hope they do an oversized. Do you know, if they do an oversized knockoff, and you know when they do like oversized knockoffs, and they do the bits of improvements here and there, so we just maybe fill that in, and the forearms, it'd make a pretty decent masterpiece. Dare I say it? I think, again, that this siege line is actually doing better and is more enjoyable than the masterpiece line. Just noticed weird missile thing comes off, so it was stashed there. It looks like cool, so we can have a cannon hand in robot. That's good. It's just littered with options. Is that even on the box? No. Yeah, I thought that fell off, but it's clearly by design because it pegs in. Right. So whip him back to robot. It's, do you know what I like? It's a fun transformation, and I like a fun transformation, providing you remember to shave the pegs I pointed out first. It's a bit harrowing if you don't. And there's a chance, I know a few people have broken theirs, but a little bit of attention to detail and keeping an eye on things, it's not a worry. So yeah, ooh, turned out the lights. I think I managed to just transform this and do it completely off camera because I'm not paying attention and I don't really do transformations on camera. Right, so yeah, we can spin that in and we can have that in there and that in there. Ooh. It's, oh no, I already have lost. Well, I've lost his gun because it's plugged into his leg. Like an arm cannon thing going on. This figure is cool. 9.5 out of 10. That high. It's that good. Yeah, I just really like it. It's just there's detail bits and like the paint on the legs and things like that. Hasbro have actually made it feels like they've made a bit of effort with it. Not a lot, but enough to make me think they've put a bit of effort into him, and I appreciate that. And yeah, he looks fantastic. I want to get a hoist. But yeah, 9.5 out of 10 from me and Grapple. Thank you very much. I know I said a Paddy video was coming, but he's not filmed. He keeps forgetting to film. Come on, Paddy. Right, that's it. Thoroughly recommend Grapple. If you can get your hands on him, do so. Bye-bye.
Fingers on plastic.